The main reason why you fail in the PT reading module is not because you don't practice enough, but because you ignore the basic and simple aspects related to English. Every single day, at least one person on our channel comments that they were able to get their desired scores in the PT reading module just by watching our PT reading videos. So time to convert that luck factor into surety by watching the 5 tricks that I'm going to show you for PT reading. Like and subscribe and watch it right till the end. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. So you're not entirely wrong when you think that practicing hundreds and thousands of questions are going to help you. They definitely help you. But what you are lacking is the approach and the strengthening of the techniques that we are going to offer you in a simple manner. So what we are going to do in this video is going to solve some exam questions using the techniques and the tricks that I'm going to share directly in this video itself. And if you want to really boost your success rate, you can WhatsApp us for paid assistance, the PT training that we provide. We provide you the training, materials, grammar, books, templates, prediction files, vocabulary list, spelling list, and of course, practice questions, mock test at one single price. So do WhatsApp us, but in the meantime, let's watch the 5 tricks that can help you do wonders in the PT reading module. The first things first, we need to understand what is lacking here, why you get the low scores in the PT reading module. Very basic things. The first one, we'll talk about it after some time, skipping the questions. That is not very important, but the major factor that plays a major or a crucial role in your preparation is the time management aspect. So something that you are not able to manage properly. And why? Because you are lacking in some areas that again we are going to address in this particular video. Mainly around not knowing the meaning of the words related to the vocabulary. Also with vocabulary, you don't know how to use the word, that is the collocations, which prepositions, which words are helping you there. And of course, if you are not thorough with your grammar techniques, then again, you are one step behind by just practicing questions if you're not improving on them. So let's start elaborating a little bit more about these topics and how it can help you. Skipping the questions also will come to the end when we talk about the time management and how you should plan accordingly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present to you 2 very powerful techniques to beat the PT reading module first. Firstly is the power of grammar, and the second one is the power of vocabulary and the collocations working together to help you. How do you improve it is if you really want to give yourself a boost, we do offer 2 types of YouTube memberships. First one is the priority that will give you all the most repeated questions for the PT exam for this particular month and the previous month if you continue it for both PT core and PT academic module. Whereas we also offer YouTube VIP membership that will give you first of all the latest repeated or the prediction file, what we call it. And then it will also give you the vocabulary list, again picked up from the reading module, words that are appearing and that are troubling the people. So the words extracted and the collocations will be there in that vocabulary list. Spelling list will be there, templates will be there. And on top of it, we have also added a bonus grammar ebook for you covering all the aspects of the grammar that we teach you in our videos. So if you become our VIP member, then you will get a major boost to your preparation. But again, as I told you, this is not a pressure. Many people who are capable enough, they are able to pass the exam just by the videos and the resources we are sharing on YouTube for free. If you do have the capability, you do that. But if you do want, in terms of boost ups, you can get the prediction file or the VIP membership plan where you can get extra things. And if nothing has been working for you, you have tried the exam multiple times, you do WhatsApp us, take our PT training where we will personally help you. So now I'm going to show you the first super powerful trick, that is simple grammar concepts, how they are very effective in the exam. I will give you some exam questions that I told you can also find in the prediction file. These are all the latest exam questions. And we are going to apply only some of the basic grammar concepts to solve many of the questions. There are many more grammar concepts and you can get them either by watching our shortcut videos or you can get the grammar book, ebook if you become the YouTube VIP member. But let's focus on what we have for today. Adjectives always comes before nouns. Nouns are, person, place, thing or an idea. But what are adjectives? Something that describes the noun. Okay, even by watching this video, you will learn a lot of things, and many such videos we have already made on the reading topics, and many people are just passing because of watching those videos. So you can be that confident by watching our videos. So adjectives is something that describes. You can say our videos, which are nouns. You can say powerful videos, informative videos, whatever words you use to describe the nouns, which in this case will become the adjectives. So informative, powerful, all these are adjectives describing the noun. And 99% of the time, it will be coming before the nouns. Okay, in the exam, particularly in the exam questions, we have seen this pattern repeated n number of times. But this is not a universal law. I can say the video is very informative. So informative, which is an adjective describing the video, can come after that as well. So you need to look at the tone. Next one is after to, and again this pattern has repeated in the exam many times. Verb 1 will come 99% of time. The remaining 1% of the time you can also have nouns there. Send it to someone. Noun will come, and then ing can also come there. Focus to meeting someone, or I am committed to meeting my target or objectives. So that's how you can use ing and nouns as well after to, but most of the time it will be verb 1, but don't take it for granted. Right, the next thing is adverbs, which describe adjectives or verbs. So eating slowly, cooking loudly, or running wildly, all those words, ly words, are adverbs. And if I say highly intelligent, so it can describe the adjectives as well sometimes. Okay, so it will be very close to the adjectives, and it has no particular pattern coming before the verbs or after the verbs. I can say the same sentence with adverbs before or after. You need to slowly cook the chicken, or you have to cook the chicken slowly. So same way, you saw the adverbs coming before and after, but it is explaining the action of the verb or adjectives. And after articles, how many articles do we have? A and the. And after these articles, you will always have nouns. And what can come before the noun? Adjectives can come before the noun, and adverbs can come before adjectives. So I can say a man, or I can say an intelligent man. So adjective coming before the noun, an is still there. And I can say a highly intelligent man. So a man is still there. Highly intelligent has come in between because those are adjectives and adverbs. So you just need to identify these patterns. Now we will do an exam question. Let's see if you can identify these patterns or not. The first one, the classic era of Mayan. This is a reading fill in the blanks question, a simple one, only 3 blanks. Again, an exam question. The classic era of Mayan dash. Mayan dynasty, Mayan culture. So it is what? It is describing a set of people, right? So you need a noun after that. A set of people, civilization, whatever you are describing. So let's look at the classic era of Mayan dash came to an end around 900 AD. So classic era of what? Argument, urbanization? No, 900 AD, long time back. So it must be talking about, of course we need a noun. How many nouns do you see? Argument is a noun, civilization, urbanization, possibility, research, these all are nouns. So out of that, only civilization is making sense. So grammar can help you narrow it down, and then you have to apply your context or common sense to understand what it is saying. What will come after this? Again, after an article, a noun will come. So read the sentence. Why this happened is unclear. The cities were probably over farming the land so that a dash of drought led to famine. So a dash. So they were over farming, and a dash of drought led to famine. Famine means drought, sukha, all those sort of things. So what happens? A duration of something. A duration of. That's how prepositional based collocation will work. You're not talking about a research here. We need a noun, okay, and a singular noun. So you can't select anything that is plural. In this case, there is no plural nouns over here, but if there are, you can straight away eliminate it. Again, we are not looking at range. We are not looking at research, because research could be a noun and it could be a verb as well. So what are we looking at? Period could also be a noun. And is that making sense? A research of drought? No. A range of doubt? No. A argument will not come. An argument will come. Civilization, we have already selected. A period of drought? Making quite sense. Urbanization? Again, urbanization will require an, not a. Again, you can eliminate it. A possibility of drought? No, we are not talking about possibility, we are talking about the effects. The cities were probably over farming, and because of that, this happened. So a period of drought is making perfect sense here. Again, grammar will help you, and then use your common sense. Recent geological, what do you see here? Again, adjectives, and what will follow? Noun will follow. Which type of noun will follow? You see the verb is plural here. And I have told you in my previous videos that singular nouns will require plural verbs. Plural nouns will require singular verb. So in this case, it is a plural verb. So we need to find out a singular noun. Again, our luck has run out. All of them are singular nouns in the given case. So what do? Again, apply common sense. So things like this will also happen to you in the exam. It may be very simple. Sometimes some of the questions are really simple. You just find out the word type and only one of them you will find out, or only two of them you will find out in the question. But it is an exam question, right? So anything can happen, and in this case, many are nouns here. So what do you see? Geological dash supports this, as there appears to have been a 200-year drought around this time, a long drought. So geological means related to changes in the earth. So what is it telling you? A geological, how do we find about things that have happened? We conduct research. Yeah, we do research. So that's what is making sense, and that will make this one as the perfect answer. Okay, if you think that grammar was not sufficient to help, let's look at another question. Again, exam question. Let's see if this time grammar can narrow down the options for you and help you select the proper answers or not. This one is a bigger passage, 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks. The size of the passage does not matter. Number of blanks is what is giving you the points. The rest of Taylor's restaurant is student run. Students in quantity, food production, and service management dash make the articulate and detailed dishes. So what is it trying to show you? Food production, adjective and noun combination. Service management dash. Food production and service management dash. So in this case, a combination of these words are used as an adjectives, and over here we need a noun, because after this noun you see a verb, subject, and then verb will come, right? So and again, one more clue I will give you. If you see a word like that, after that again you will need a noun. A subject will come here, noun or pronoun, okay, anything that can come. But that makes the remaining part of the phrase independent, and again you need to begin with a subject there. So service management dash. Students in quantity, food production, and service management dash make the articulate and detailed dishes. So we are talking about students in somewhere. Okay. So we are talking about two things, more than one. So plural noun is needed. How many plural nouns do you see here? I see only one, and it makes perfect sense. Okay, they are talking about students, so student will go into the classes, and straight away using the grammar, only one option was there, we could have selected that one. Now after the, again a noun will come. So how many nouns do you see here? Return can be used as verb, fake, again adjective, menu, noun, quality, again noun, take is a verb, student is a noun, actually is an adverb. So how many nouns? 1, 2, 3 nouns. Now let's read the passage and understand. We teach students to understand where a product comes from and to respect that product, Grammy said. Skeptics might doubt the dash of a student-run restaurant. So what will they doubt? Student-run restaurant, but one visit to Taylor's will immediately change their outlook. So they are doubting on how the student-run restaurant will be. So that means out of menu, quality, and student, you will choose quality, right? Because if they doubt on the quality, they can't doubt on the menu or student itself. So that's what is making perfect sense here. And what comes third is, I told you, after two, verb 1 will come 90% of the time, and we check the remaining part of the sentence so that the other possibilities don't happen. Read it. Dishes such as whatever and butternut squash, pappardelle with duck, and bistro chicken will please any appetite while imparting the needs to dash for a second taste. Needs to what? Need to, imparting the need to dash for a second taste. Now we need a verb. How many verbs do we have here? Take is a verb, return is a verb, only two verbs. Which one is making sense? To take for a second taste or return for a second taste? I think return is making better sense here. Take for is not correctly used here. Take for. Take to is the proper, or take on is the proper collocation. So I'll mark this as the third answer. And the fourth one, what do you see? Understanding ratios and proportions when creating dishes instead of recipes makes students think, and dash teaches them how to cook, and dash teaches them how to cook. So it is talking about a verb here. Students think and something teaches them how to cook. So this word over here, it is trying to support the verb over here. Okay, so we need an adverb over here. Were you able to find it out? Very close to the verb. Teaches them. Dash teaches them how to cook. Okay, so students are thinking and dash teaches them how to cook. So only one adverb is here, actually teaches them how to cook, making perfect sense. So grammar helps you to choose the or narrow down the options, and sometimes, as in this case, two of the answers were easily identified just finding out the word type, and then you just had one option given and then you just select it. The remaining couple of options like 2 and 3, we had to go through the meaning and also look at the narrowed down options. So this is how effective the grammar technique can be for you. When you are doing the hundreds and thousands of practice questions, please try to find out, deep dive, why this particular word type fit there, the meaning, the collocations, like which words can be used with to. But first things is grammar. First thing is definitely grammar. Whenever you do the question, deep dive and identify why this word type fit. That will improve your solving process, and definitely you will see an increase in your accuracy in this course. The next very important concept is vocabulary. Don't ever undermine the power of vocabulary. I'm not asking you to memorize the whole Oxford Dictionary. No, not at all. But whatever words are used in the exam, you have to be thorough. And one way to do that is to get our VIP membership plan. We have made things easier for you. We have extracted the words that have been repeatedly used in the PTE reading module from the last 2 to 3 months, prepared a list for you, given the word type, giving you the collocation, everything is ready-made for you. So you need to be very thorough with that. Or if you are constrained with monetary issues, you can just watch the vocabulary videos we publish on a monthly basis. That is equally important, and the way I describe it to you will make a lot of sense to you, will give you a lot of motivation and determination to crack the reading module. So that's how powerful vocabulary can be. And even from the prediction files, if you are able to extract the word list yourself, find out the word types, collocations, you need to do some research on your own, but yes, you can do it yourself as well. How they are used is what we talk about, collocations, or how we apply that meaning. For example, I can say mastermind, talented, or creative. But talented and mastermind can only be used with human beings, people. Creative can be used with non-living things as well, like creative ideas. That is what I'm talking about, how the words are used. That is also something you need to understand. And then word and preposition collocations is also equally important. And again, this word list will tell you the videos that we publish on a monthly basis, must watch. That is going to help you. That video alone, I've got around hundreds of comments that people have seen a tremendous boost in their reading scores just by using their video, and many of them on top of it took the VIP membership where they got the vocabulary list, and they have also seen huge rise in their reading scores. So whatever you can spend on, whatever time and efforts, but work in this direction. Vocabulary and grammar can't be ignored. Okay. So now let's look at one of the reading, writing, fill in the blanks questions. Now, if you don't know the meaning of the words, this is where people struggle with. They don't know the meaning of the word, they don't know how to use it, then you can't solve the question. Because in reading, writing, fill in the blanks, most of the times, it will be preposition based and the collocation based as well, but it will be more about understanding the meaning of the words. So if you read the sentence, this is a short passage with 4 blanks. Again, an exam question from this month. Charles Darwin knew intuitively that tropical forests were places of dash intricacy and energy. Now, which word do you use with intricacy and energy both? Small is not even making sense, right? Why did he knew intuitively that tropical forests were a place of that? And if you don't have enough context, you continue reading. He and his cohort of scientific naturalists were dashed by the beauty of the new tropics where they collected tens and thousands of something new to science, but they couldn't have guessed at the complete contents of the rainforest. They had no idea, blah, blah, blah. So what are we talking about? Energy, positive thing. So immense and enormous. Enormous is used as a degree to show hugeness, bigness. So bigness is no such word, I just made it, but you understand what it is. Enormous quality, enormous quantity, a huge quantity. That's how it is used. Not applicable with energy and intricacy, sorry, not intimacy. Immense, immense amount, or again, immense is the in-depth or deep understanding or deepness in something. So that's how immense is used, immense power. What about tremendous? Tremendous is a perfect word that can be used with energy and intricacy. Tremendous energy, showing power, tremendous. So immense is deep, enormous is the volume, bigness, and tremendous is power. So that's how these words are used. Similar, very, very similar meanings, but usage is a little bit different. That is what vocabulary can do for you if you know it. The next one, meaning can also help you. He and his cohort of scientific naturalists were dash, where we need a past tense verb, eliminate horror straight away. Okay, now the remaining three. See, this is a trap as well for you. If you thought horror was the answer, it is in the wrong grammar form, so you have to eliminate it. Shocked, awed, and filled. This is a clue to you. Three words were given in the verb 3 form. Why this one was not given in the verb 3 form? Could be a trap. So eliminate it. Were they shocked? Were they awed? Awed means very, very surprised in a positive way, or filled by the beauty. You don't get filled by the beauty, you get filled with something or filled in something. So the word preposition based collocation is wrong here. We have to eliminate that. Now only two things remain, shocked or awed. Understand the context. I read it entirely till the end. Things that were new to science and things they still couldn't find, had no idea to the humankind before. So something that must have given them positive inspiration, surprise to them. Awe. Awe means complete surprise, but in a positive manner. Shocked can be in a negative manner. Shocked to see that. So not always a positive way to use it. Again, usage of words. I'm shocked to see your report. You have done a very, cut that. I'm shocked to see your PTE report. You have got a 79 plus score. And the other person will be thinking, what is this guy saying? Why is he shocked? I'm awed. So that is the correct word here. Okay. Beauty of neotropics, where they collected tens of thousands of dash. They didn't collect people, right? People, what did they collect? Thousands of, tens and thousands of. Plural word is required here. Race can be used as plural. People can be used as plural. So, or race can also have races. Tribes, species are already in the plural form. Now, what are they looking for? Beauty of neotropics, tropics, forests. We are talking about forests. So, what do we find in forest? We may find tribes or people, but they couldn't have guessed at the complete contents of the rainforest. Again, forest. It's hinting to you multiple times towards forest, forest, forest. They have not given you any hint towards finding people or tribes. No talks at all. So why these words are given? You have to eliminate it. Again, race is also related to people. Race, tribe, all related to people. Only species is common to both, right? Human beings are also species and plants are also species. So only that is tens and thousands of species new to science. And that is a really awesome discovery. Not awful, awesome. Awful is opposite, bad. But they couldn't have guessed at the complete contents of the rainforest, and they had no idea of its dash to humankind. No idea of its size. They just saw it, so they have idea of size. Its nature, could be nature, or beauty, definitely not. They can again see it. Value looks to me as the best answer, because value to something, nature to something is not correct. Nature of something would have been appropriate. So that's why preposition is not matching with the word nature, and that's why we chose value. And now you understand power of grammar, vocabulary can work together, and these were all exam questions. Most of you must have understood after I explained to you. The same way you have to do the questions when you are doing it, and you will guaranteedly see an improvement in your approach and your scores if you follow this technique. The next thing that we want to talk about, don't close the video now, it's very important, time management. Most of the people fail in the exam because they can't reach the last questions, and the last question they have to just do guesswork because they don't have enough time, but for the sake of completion, they are doing it very, very quickly. So what I do is, if you are really not aiming for a top score, and if you're not confident in reading, you can skip these two questions. But if you are aiming for a 79 plus score, of course, you will be proficient to some extent, and you will be able to do these questions. 1 point, you can easily get 30 to 40 seconds, and 1 minute, just select one answer because it has negative marking in it. Selecting more than one answer when you are not 100% sure can negate the effect of whatever correct answer you got. So if you want, you can spend 30 to 40 seconds on both of these questions so that you can solve it in 1 minute, and the remaining time you solve and use it for these important questions. Reading, writing most definitely will require 2 to 2.5 minutes because contextual reading understanding is required. Reading, fill in the blanks. If you're confident with the grammar techniques, you will be able to solve it in 2 minutes. But if it is taking 2.5 minutes for you, in that case, you may have to think about what to do with these questions. You may want to skip it. But if you have perfected your grammar techniques and your vocabulary by now, or even starting now, if you've perfected, then you can easily solve it in this time, and the remaining 1.5 minutes per question for reorder paragraph, equally important. Don't ignore this question. 10 to 13 points you can get for reorder paragraph as well. So this is also important. Some of the video makers are telling you to ignore this question, reorder paragraph. I would never do that. Don't ignore this question. 10 to 13 points, not very small number, right? It's a big number. Multiple choice questions are 1 point, but this one is 10 to 13 points, easy. If you have watched my video where I made an elaborative explanation and shortcut tricks related to reorder paragraph, the editor will show you the thumbnail here. Just search it on my channel, and I can guarantee that it is certainly going to help you. Again, we have got very, very positive comments for that video. It has helped a lot of people in a positive manner. And if you're still wondering how to improve your grammar, vocabulary, and everything in the shortest amount possible and the shortest technique way possible, let me show you. The fastest way is for you to get the exam questions and only work with the exam questions for the last 3 to 6 months. Get a collection, and then what you need to do is learn all the words. This word list is also available to you in the VIP plan, I have told you, but if you have questions from the past 2-3 months, you can go through the questions, understand the words that have been coming as an option, each of the words, even though they are not the answers. Second way to improve is to watch the last 3 to 6 months of the vocabulary videos that we have been sharing with you every month. There is a playlist for it. So watch them. Grammar shortcut videos, again, we are giving to you on a monthly basis. Watch them. 10 grammar shortcuts recently was published and was appreciated by many of you because it directly helped you to solve the questions. So do go and watch those videos. And on top of it, if you are ready to spend a little bit amount investment on yourself, you can join our VIP membership where you will get much more. Then we can help you with the videos. Things like grammar ebook will be given to you, vocabulary list, spelling list, all recent extracted from the recent exam questions, directly applicable for you to the exam, templates, some member exclusive videos as well. So you have to work through this. Free way or paid way, whatever you want to spend, both are achievable depending on how much help you need. Some people, they can't be helped by themselves. They do require training. So that's where people join us, WhatsApp us, and we train them personally, give them forcefully each of the directions and feed them what they need to learn in order to get better scores in reading. And we have a very, very high success rate in the PT reading module, if you doubted that before. Now, another thing, last but not the least, which is required for you to be successful in the exam is the fast reading skills. If you do reading daily, absolutely daily, comprehending, understanding various types of articles, you can go to science articles pages like sciencedaily.com, livescience.org. If you see the PT exam questions, many of them are scientific based, medical based. So this is where the Pearson likes to extract the question from. Ignore the scientific words, focus on the English words, the way they have written, understand everything, and try to read it faster and every day, 45 minutes, 1 hour, how much ever time. Without even realizing, people don't think that this is actually contributing to their exam, but it is. Definitely. All our 79 plus holders at Edutrainex live class students have done this. So you can learn from the people who have already been successful. They have been reading every single day and they were reading a lot. Even more than 1 hour they were reading. So while reading, you will become fast reader. You will be able to ignore the grammatical words and just focus on the meaningful words. That is called as skim reading or fast reading. That is what I want you guys to be. That is where I want you guys to be. It requires practice, daily practice. Tremendous. After you achieve fast reading skills, if I show you a question like this, again exam based question, then you will be able to read very quickly and solve the questions. 2.5 minutes, easy. You can get 3 to 4 blanks easily, 2 minutes, within 2 minutes. So if you read the question and understand it, automobile engines, let me try to show you my way if I am solving this question directly in front of you and just understanding the meaning and reading in front of you. So automobile engines are a kind of heat engines that generate force by dash fuel mixed with an oxidizer in the combustion chamber. We are trying to say by burning something, but I don't see burn in the correct ing form. 3 other words are in the ing form. Again a trap, again a hint that this is not an option. Even the collocation tells me that. A burning desire tells me that burning the fuel is the best combination, but ing is missing and after by we need an ing. So what is the other word that is closest to burn? Is combusting. Straight away answer. Next one, within these internal combustion engines, the dash of hot and pressurized gases produced during the combustion exert force on few engine components. So something happens to the gas after the burning. They do what? Gases don't diversify, gases don't amplify, gases don't enlarge, they expand. So expansion of gases is the correct word usage. Diversification means different types. Amplification means degree of enhancement. Enlargement means for solid things, not for gas. And the last one, this force is typically applied. Force is applied is also a collocation to turbine blades and piston in a process where chemical energy is dashed to mechanical energy. Chemical energy is converted, right? Again, if I see the word convert is not in the grammar form, is converted, and the remaining 3 are in the ed form, again telling me that this is a trap, even though I have a burning desire that converting is the correct answer. Which other word is closest to it? Transformed, not evaporated, not mixed. And that's how even complex questions, or even what you think as complex questions, can become simple for you if you are a fast reader, if you understand quickly whatever is written for you. Just focus on these techniques and I'm 100% sure that you will be able to come out with flying colors. And just to reiterate, if you want the VIP plan or the priority plan, you will be able to access it from our YouTube channel. The link is also shown in the description. If in some countries it is not showing up to you, you do WhatsApp us and we can help you to buy that separately. And in the meantime, if you have not watched the video that we published on the 10 grammar shortcuts leaked right to you, please go and watch that along with the vocabulary playlist that is also required for you to succeed in the PTE reading module. Keep watching Edutrainex and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PTE topics. Succeed and come to Australia and see me. Bye.